Hello, Cobblestone Crocs. Mr. Pitts here. Today I'm going to be teaching you another listening comprehension strategy. So far you've learned two. From Miss Spallino, you learned how to draw a picture with to go with what you're listening to help you remember. And Mrs. Wright worked on you guys with creating a mental image or visualization. And so the strategy that I'm going to work on with you guys is to write down some key words. So you're going to be writing down those words that when you're listening you think are important, okay? You do not write down everything, just those things your ears and your brain find to be something you think you should have to remember. And so today we're going to be using the same short passage that Miss Spallino and Mrs. Wright used on clouds. And so remember, when you're writing down notes, always the first important thing to do will be write down the topic or what you're going to be reading about. Not reading about, but listening to.
3 types of clouds. Anytime you look up into the
Okay, so my topic is 3 types of clouds, so I would write that down.
sky, you may see clouds. But 2 clouds never look alike, and some look very different. Cirrus clouds are thin, wispy clouds seen high in the sky. They often look like a horse's tail.
Okay, the topic is 3 types of clouds. So Miss Spallino named one of the types of clouds, which is cirrus clouds, and she described them as thin and wispy. So I'm going to write that down. Okay. Let's keep going.
Cumulus clouds are puffy clouds that are usually scattered throughout the sky. Stratus clouds look like a...
Okay. She next talked about cumulus clouds. She said they were puffy and scattered in the sky. So I'm going to go ahead and write down those things. Okay.
A huge thick blanket covering the sky. Different kinds of clouds can indicate different types of weather.
Okay. She said stratus clouds, and she described them as covering the sky as a thick blanket. So now I'm writing that down.
Next time you are outside, look up and see if you can identify the clouds where you are.
Okay, so let's look at what I wrote down, which I found important from what I listened to. I wrote down my topic, okay, which was 3 types of clouds. I wrote down the different 3 types of clouds that Miss Spallino read about. The first was cirrus, and I talked about them being thin and wispy. I wrote down cumulus. I talked about them being puffy and scattered in the sky. And I talked about stratus clouds being like a thick blanket covering the sky. You can see that I didn't write down everything Miss Spallino said. I just wrote down those things that were important, okay? Everything I wrote down goes with the topic. The topic's the 3 types, and I wrote down the 3 different types and a way to describe each of them. Okay, so this is just one strategy you could use, and we'd like you to practice this today and tomorrow. But remember, going forward, if this strategy doesn't work for you, you also have those other 2 strategies of creating a mental image or visualization or drawing a picture. All right, thank you.